This podcast is brought to you by lineupmedia.fm.
Welcome, Soulardians, and this is Marcus Boston.
I'm Cecil W. Adams.
And we want to thank you for listening to another episode of the Soulardians. And you can find me at Marcus Boston 314.
You can find me at Cecil W. Adams on all platforms.
You can pick up your merch, Soulardian merch, from buyjack.com/the Soulardians.
You can also go down and support Colorado Bob's Ship of Fools at 3457 Morganford Rd.
We would like to thank you and ask you to like, share, comment, and have your friend listen to the Soulardians. And we would like you to enjoy the show.
Peace.
We act like this a studio, this really just a trap.
Welcome everybody to the Soulardians. This is Cecil W. Adams, and Marcus Boston is not here tonight because he had to work. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have definitely a special guest, somebody that I've been looking to get on in a while, but I want to have my shit together before I had him on. So I want to introduce you to T-Spit, the owner of Real is Rare.
Yeah. What's up?
And then also we have Neff Jones coming along on the podcast.
Hey, what's going on, guys? What's up?
Now, T-Spit is, how long you have Real is Rare now?
Real is Rare, we've been going by about 2 years. About 2 years. 2 years, coming up on 2 years.
Keep that mic
Okay,
about fist, about fist away. That way.
Okay.
And you can bring it to you a little bit too. Yeah. So you said 2 years now?
Yeah, about 2 years.
Nice, man. What I guess let's just start with what brought it on.
Man, I mean, it's Real is Rare. It really didn't start as like a you know what I'm saying, like a fashion type of thing. It was something I had tattooed on my chest about going on 10 years now. It was more like a lifestyle for me type of
Right,
thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of just dealing with everything in life type of thing. Kind of like the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just that real stuff to come wrong.
Right.
Rare times type thing.
I love the name on it because I kind of relate it to Real is Rare, but also just somebody that is real, somebody that'll come through on shit because there's so many people that false promise everything, everything.
Yeah, very bad.
It's frustrating, man. I have a brand as well, Soulardian, but then also Colorado Bob's, and there's so much people like, oh, I'm gonna help you out with this.
Oh
cool.
yeah. Everybody got a promise for you.
And I don't even pay attention to them anymore, man.
Right.
Like you say it, cool. If you come through, a bonus.
Right. You know what I mean? That happens to happen in rare times.
Yeah.
So,
right.
No, that's what it is.
Now, how are you guys getting your stuff to market? Are you just online or?
I'm online, but it's like really like, you know what I'm saying, like it's a streetwear brand. Like I'm really kind of out here in the streets, so to speak. Like a lot of people might remember, like I was compared to like the St. Lunatics. They used to push their first CD. You know what I'm saying? Like out the trunk of their car. Like I'm literally out the trunk of my car. You know what I mean? It started with like a box of 3 hats. You know what I mean?
Right.
Got them off, and the box just started growing and growing. You know what I mean? But again, we on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We online. So
Right.
we got all that.
So Instagram is Real is Rare.
Real is Rare brand on Instagram.
Real is Rare.
The website is realisrarebrand.com.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. I started noticing Dan actually brought it to my attention. Dan,
Big Dan.
Big Dan.
Nah,
Yeah, I've known him for
Big Dan,
years,
shout out
man.
Big Dan. He's texting me right now. Shout out Big Dan, man. Shout out Big Dan.
He's tough, man. I used to bounce with him
Yeah,
back in the day. Yeah,
tough dude.
he's a big motherfucker,
I
man.
call him Little Dan, but nah. Shout out Big Dan.
Nice. And then Neff, you guys been homies for a while then?
Yeah. About a long time, 15, 16 years.
Okay, nice.
Since high school. So,
Right.
Yeah,
So you help rep the brand?
Oh yeah, definitely, all the time. Yeah, I gotta help my fellow brother out. You know what I'm saying, when I can.
Right.
So I mean, big support.
Big support.
From day one,
From day one. Long time.
Right.
Long time.
How many people you get wanting free shit? Like, I'll rep you, man.
Oh,
Just
my
give me
God.
free shit.
Oh
Like,
my God, I can't even lie, man. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, to say they deserve something because of something, you know what I mean? It's like, you want to support me? It's like, I'm saying, why you asking for free stuff? You know what I mean?
I ran into that same stuff when I got Bob's and I finally got in there and owned it, man. Like, people were coming down, and, like I think the third day, I had some homies that ran up like $60 tab.
Right.
And they were just leaving. They're like, hey man, we'll see you. But hey man,
Like, what's up?
you gotta pay this tab. Oh man, I thought you got it. Now you got money. Now I was like, I have no money now because it's all into this.
Exactly.
We gotta keep the lights on some motherfucking way.
Exactly.
Right. I don't know. That's just frustrating to me, but I don't mind. When we started Soulardian, we had some giveaways, like there were like blemishes or whatever. But then like people were like, oh, I got to pay for this?
Right. Can
I'm not
get
fucking-
some give backs? You know what I mean?
You want me to keep creating shit that you want to wear? Like, I need funding.
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
I can't always go into the well.
Right.
But at least, I mean, people don't invest so many times, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely a fact, man. I definitely see what you're saying.
Right. Have you, do you use influencers though?
Not really, man. I mean, I had like I got some bigger names. You know what I mean? Kind of wear some stuff like shout out to Carlos. You know, Carlos Martinez. Like he threw a hat on about a year ago. You know what I mean? Brought a lot of attention or whatnot.
Right.
I tried to get a Says the Entertainer hat not too long ago. That's a couple other people. I mean,
Alex Reyes.
Alex Reyes got a hat from the Cardinals and whatnot. A couple other people and whatnot. But I mean, really, man, it's just like seeing it like just out here. You know what I mean? Like I'm always out in the club, seeing at the bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like a friendly face or whatnot. So it was just seeing that it grew from that. You know, people in St. Louis, once a few people like it, and it starts growing or whatever.
Yeah, and that's you know, the biggest thing is getting them out there. You know, and like you know, to me, they were like, oh, with Bob's, you're gonna get somebody with a bunch of followers, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, man,
Like,
no. I one, I'm not gonna spend that type of money.
Right.
Two, I'd rather have somebody that has 4,000 followers that's in St. Louis rather than somebody across the, you know, in fucking California. What's that going to do for me?
Right,
they make a post about Bob's, like, what the fuck is that going to do?
Everybody,
I need somebody local right now, you know?
For some reason, everybody think that's going to help, too. Like, bro, you can send something to so. They might wear it once, and you know what I mean? Like, might post it, but really doing nothing for them. What
is it really going to do?
You know,
I got a homie that has 89,000 followers on Instagram, right? Makes his living off of that shit.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, why don't you hit him up to wear some Bob stuff? I was like, what's that going to help? I'm saving that card for when I need it. I'm not even doing that shit. Like, that's not helping my bottom line.
Right.
You know, and I wouldn't expect him to, you know, to do that for me for free. Like, I'd obviously pay him.
Of course.
Yeah, but this dude's got, you know,
because he had to build his.
This dude's got it's a big name. Like, I think Tommy's one of the sponsors, Tommy Hilfiger, and then like, you know, he had something with Louis Vuitton or somebody. I don't know, man. I don't know that he's a fashion dude.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's not gonna help me.
Right.
Like, oh, you should reach out to him. Reach out to him for what?
Right.
What?
Say what up.
Yeah, exactly. Say hi.
Right.
You know, like, yeah. When he comes in town, we hang out, whatever. But like, you know, that dude, he's an unassuming dude. You know, you wouldn't think it, but his Instagram is on fucking point.
That's what's up.
Right.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
What's been one of your biggest hurdles getting this off the ground?
I mean, of course, like, you know, money is financial. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything can help. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it was out of pocket, definitely.
Yeah.
It didn't learn into, you know what I mean? Like, make something, invest it back, you know what I'm saying? Starting from the ground up. And then also a big thing for me was like, kind of like a design factor. You know what I'm saying? Before I go any further, shout out my boy Mike Young, man. Mike Young he should be. I mean, he was trying to be here. He had to work actually too. Big part, very, 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 very big part with the RRR, with the British Rare, like a homie or whatnot. He's an architect by day, so I mean, he gets behind the computer and kind of can design the shit out of something. You know what I mean? Like, kind of show me a different spectrum on certain items and whatnot. So that was a big help. So shout out to him, man. But so like that part too. You know what I mean? Some shit I couldn't really.
Right, exactly. And that's you know, that's why you pay people for that.
Yeah, type shit.
You can. What's your return on that time investment trying to learn how to do that shit? It's not no matter what you do.
Exactly.
I mean, and then when this is my second go around of on a brand.
Right.
I started with one called Hody, and I was working with a dude that that's all I did was design shit. You know, his shit was fucking on. It was fire.
Right.
But man, I'm coming out of pocket for all this shit, and it's like.
That's why he was a big help. Like, man, like he didn't ask me for a dime with it. You know what I mean? He's like, bro, I want to help. I want to see it grow. Yeah,
and we were going to be partners on it. Everything was cool, but then like I'm paying out all the money, and he's like, my design work is worth $250 an hour. I was like,
oh yeah, you ripped that off.
I'm like, well, this isn't going to work. Let me go ahead and kibosh this.
Right.
Yeah, let me start over. You know.
He's still down.
And but then you also have people. There's other people out there. I want to start a brand. You know, and I want you to do it for free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's like. I would never ask anybody to do that. That's why. That's why you, if you are going to do that, you take, you know, maybe give somebody a percentage of the ownership. But even then, I hate chopping that shit up. You know, I'd rather pay somebody on Fiverr. Have you seen Fiverr?
Oh, what's that?
Fiverr. It's basically a bunch of right. I mean, right? Fiverr is it's a site you can go on. It's an app you can go on and like you basically it's got all designers on there.
Right.
And they You pay them. You can pay them $5. You can pay them $10. You can pay them $50, and they'll come up with a design the way you want.
Somebody else, see, like Mike Cole with it. I ain't gonna lie. Like, boy Mike, he should definitely be getting. You know what I mean? Like he can. Again, this is a learning experience. I think this is his first brand he worked on, but it's like you know what I'm saying. Like seeing him kind of like come up with some of the stuff, like you know what I'm saying, kind of feeding off my vision with some shit, and like seeing where it was at and shit. Like seeing him is like he definitely was
he was excited. It's a passion thing for him.
Yeah, it was a passion thing for him. That's what he got to explain. It took me a while to kind of get it, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying. But definitely, man, if I could pay all the homies up, man, that's like so many people that's kind of well invested as far as time. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying, really trying to help me get that brand out there. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, everybody. When you first start, it's a lonely fucking place, man.
Oh, it's crazy.
So lonely.
It's crazy.
And then
the first time you go down, you think you're going down, it's lonely as hell too.
Yeah, man. Everybody's with you whenever you're the hot shit.
Oh,
like when the shit's popping. Yeah.
Let's go.
And then everybody's with you until you fall, and then those dudes ain't gonna be nowhere to be found.
Type shit. So shout out to the spot, man. That's some people that's really, you know what I'm saying. Like you said, Big Dan kind of help you see it, man. Like it's some guys, you know what I'm saying. Really, Lil Shane, Lil Blake, you know what I'm saying. Little shit. Shout out my big bro Jake too. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. Just real quick, I ain't gonna get out here too many shout outs. Shout out Shane Jake, shout out bro Jake.
That's what like a lot of people. Everybody, you're always gonna have all those people that are like, you know what you need to do.
Yeah. Oh my god. Everybody got the time, bro. You should do this next.
All day, every day.
Like, bro, you that cold with it? Like, you should have started some shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And of course, I mean, I listen. Like, it ain't like I don't want to hear the shit. Like, you know what I mean? I could hear something that
sound like I'm talking to myself right now. Like
you know what I mean? But it's just like, then where do I go from there? Like, let me do something that if somebody tell me to do something, then I do it. They're gonna swear they should get this and this and that. Like, all right, bro. Like, I'd rather just
or they'll come up. That was a variation of what I told you about that one night. What one night?
Right.
Like 2 years ago. Like what? It's funny how like, and then you got those people that are I call it false fading, but they're like you come up with something and then you know it comes out and then they're telling everybody, oh man, I had that idea. You know,
man,
it's like get out of here.
Say some shit like
that. You if you had the idea, that's cool, but I had to fucking follow through.
Type shit,
right?
Yeah.
And then you just whatever. People are like everybody's like, oh, so and so said this, so and so said that. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like some people just want to try to find something to try to hate. You know,
always. It's always 99% of the time it's jealous that they didn't come out with some shit. Right. And it's like right, exactly. And maybe they do have an idea.
Yeah, we get that shit cracking.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, I'm all for it.
I'm a wealth of knowledge. I'm not gonna hold shit back from anybody.
I promise.
Yeah,
I'm all for the support. Also, you do your thing. Easy. Like I'm all for the support. Like especially in my city, bro. Big on St. Louis shit. So like any other brands, like artists, goddamn me, club promoters, DJs, like all that shit. Like I'm all about support. Like screenshotting and reposting something can change a lot.
Yeah, and then but I find I don't even have my social following. I mean, it's decent. It's decent at best. I'll put it this way: for the circles that we run in, mine's good. Yeah. But on the macro, it's not.
Right,
but then I get people hit me up to share stuff, and it's like, when I look at the messenger, and the only thing you've ever sent me and messaged me about was posting something for you.
Shit. Why was it never? Let's go get some wings. Like, like you trying to go hoop tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hit the ball. Like you know what I'm saying? Oh God, like you know what I'm saying?
People and then if you say anything to them, then you're the asshole. So I just like I don't share everything because I don't want to be the person. Like I want the effect to be there more.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm
it's like I pick and choose where I put it. And if somebody just trying to get a free plug, it's questionable. I got to believe in it. It can't be somebody that I'm kind of friends with.
Yeah, with mine it was like, man, I was already a people person before the brand. Like it sounded weird, but it was like I wasn't about like trying to sell some clothes. It was more so like just the lifestyle and people around me. Like shout out Cecil, like she kind of had the first idea to throw it on the hat type shit. So it was like, then it was like I wore a hat. Then like you know what I'm saying, like Neff was like, damn, let me get a hat. You know what I'm saying? A couple other homies, let me get a hat. So then it's like, okay, well shit, motherfuckers want hats. Then next day, other people, you know what I mean, started. And it just kind of built, like I said, from like 3 hats to 6 to, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit just started doubling up. So it's like more so like I like the aspect of it of like being around people, you know what I mean?
That's like when we came out Soulardians, man, that, we had like 20 shirts made. And then we had hats made and all the shit was selling, it was going good. And then, we just, they kept, I'm not going to say we kept trying to get a cheaper and cheaper print. It's like, and then, I did learn a lot from that.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah, I learned a lot, and then I know that once we come back out with it, we'll be better off. Whether that's on my own, being solo dolo, or if it's dealing with them again.
Right.
The thing is, like, however it comes out, either way, I'm gonna be 100% in control.
Yes. For sure. That's what kind of I mean, it's some ups and downs to it. Like again, like you know what I'm saying, like I'm 100% the owner of this or whatever. I don't know. It's like partial things that go both ways with it. You know what I mean? Like I know the good parts. You know what I'm saying? That's the good side of it. But like even the fuck ups. Like I fuck up too. Like I done fucked up with my brand a few times. You know what I'm saying? Doing some shit.
Yeah,
but
if you fuck it up, it's not over though.
Right. Oh, definitely not over. You know what I'm saying? I just rather that all fall on me. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like, you know what I'm saying, bringing out, you know what I'm saying, some other people into that shit. But some definitely, you know, some people that, you know what I'm saying, deserve some credit with some shit.
Yeah, for sure. And there's always the people that you can shout out to. But at the end of the day,
you know what I'm saying, make sure I stay afloat with some shit.
Yeah,
for sure.
And it's, you know, like with you know, just intermingling with other people and doing shit to throughout the community. I mean, it is a community,
for sure.
And everybody has a brand.
Everybody got a brand.
Yeah. But and like I've always understood is it's always the hardest when you're just starting, because everybody's just starting.
Yeah.
It's consistency. The same thing when we started this podcast. There's a billion people that have podcasts.
Oh yeah.
But now
once you get into the market, you see like
there's some, and I don't mind going into a flooded market. I don't mind it. I don't mind a saturated thing because I'm getting my content out. Nobody's gonna like stay as consistent as I am.
That's how I feel about the shit too, man. It's like, I mean, it's a lot of brands. Everybody got a brand for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
what they do with it is different, you know. And to me,
like it's like I'm gonna live this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless if I sell another T-shirt or a hat, you know what I mean? So it's like kind of living it like that. Like it's always gonna be real as word. You know what I'm saying? Me, it's tagging
right. And that's what that's the main thing, man. Is brand is brand. You know what you do with that brand and how you build it. It's going to be a reflection of you. Yeah.
It's marketing. You can't sell shit unless you can sell yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And no matter what business you're in, no matter what it is, you could be selling hot dogs on the corner.
Right.
But you're not selling hot dogs. Your brand, that's a brand.
On me. Yeah, that's real life.
It's a brand.
Real life.
I don't know. Do you pay attention to Gary Vaynerchuk at all?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he's that dude. That's where I get a lot of my shit done. I'm trying to do.
One of the dopest things I heard him say, and it was like not too long ago, bro. He was like, people fucked up by listening to me too much. He was like, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying, some dope shit, but like, don't get caught up and try to mimic everything. I was like, bro, that's some real life shit. You know what I mean?
A lot of people want to spend the time just listening, and I call it paralyzation by analyzation.
Okay.
You overanalyze the shit, and then you get paralyzed by overthinking that shit.
Yeah, overthinking.
Yeah, man. To me, you know, like a year and a half ago, I wanted to lose weight, so. Everybody's like, oh, you know, whatever, it's too late. You're almost 40, whatever. I'm like, fuck that.
Right.
Yeah. I wanted to start running, so what I do, I started running. They're like, how'd you start running? I just started running.
Got out there.
Just got out there and one foot in front of the other.
Right.
And that's the same thing, you know, somebody like yourself, you know, like, let me buy these hats and see what they do.
Yeah.
And you don't even care about it. You're just like
flat out, bro. Like, I'd rather you want it because, you know what I'm saying, you want it. Like, I never got out there and just try to sell. Like, I got hats. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You see me on, you see Neff got on, Mike got on, like somebody got it on that you fuck with enough. You know what I mean? Then you want to know the message behind it. So then let's talk. You know what I mean?
Right.
Next thing you know, wow, shit, I definitely want to rep that. That's what I like, bro.
Yeah, and then I'd seen your stuff around when I was bartending, and finally I saw Big Dan with it on, and I was like, what is that? He's like, oh, it's real. And then he kind of gave me the low up, and I was like, oh, all right.
Definitely day one with it. Definitely day one. He's one of them people that definitely make sure I stay consistent with it. Definitely threw some ideas in there. Like he was like one of the first ones to get a fitted hat. Got a mean collection. Like keep checking in on me right now. Like he's definitely solid in my book. He already know what it is. Shout out to Dan.
Little Dan. What? So where you from? You from?
I am from St. Louis. I'm from Hazelwood, Missouri, man.
Hazelwood,
North County, man. Shout out North County. Hazelwood West, Casa LA.
But you know,
shout out Blackjack, shout out Pine Line from those spots.
Ooh, shit, okay.
Those spots, shout out
that sounds okay.
Yeah, always. Man.
You said you went to Hazelwood?
Hazelwood West,
yeah.
Graduated 08, I was 2007.
Right.
Oh, man. I graduated in 97.
I played some basketball team.
Oh, really? That's why. Did you play college?
I played baseball, college baseball.
Where?
I went to Johnny Logan.
Oh shit! I played basketball at Shawnee Community College.
Okay, I played basketball up at Adrian. Shout out Adrian College.
Where at?
Adrian, it's called Adrian College up in Adrian, Michigan.
Oh, nice. No shit. You went to Logan, huh? Dude, you must have been cold if you played at John A.
Baseball,
shit, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
yeah,
because that's man. I tell people all the time. We're going on a tangent here for a second. This is amazing to me. Okay, so I tell people all the time, baseball in junior college is better than D1 baseball.
Yeah, it's close. You right. You up there? That's a valid statement.
Because tell me if I'm wrong, but you can go to junior college and play your freshman year, then get drafted and be able to leave. But if you go to a 4-year, you have to stay 3 years.
Yeah, stay 3 years. But yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah,
true with the JUCO.
Would you Johnny? They've had some dudes made.
Yeah, Dean Anna. Yeah, he went to the Rockies. Yeah, like it's like since then, and that was like 2006. That's like right when I left. Right when he left. I got there in like the fall 2007. So it was before, like since then though, it's been like 10, 15 players been drafted. That's out of there.
So there was a cat that was out of Paducah, Kentucky that I played basketball against, but he played it. Oh yeah, that's why I played. That's why I played.
Neff Jones.
Man, Kentucky has some baseball dudes. Yeah, they had a dude drafted top 10 out of this little bitty ass high school. Man, he went top 10. It was 2 years ago in the draft. Damn. But John 8, man, when I was there,
before that they had the good teams.
Like John 8's always good.
They ranked like 15th when I came into it.
Yeah. This so SIC always has a good Harrisburg. Yeah.
No, we was at like first, second in college.
Yeah. So like when I was in junior college, they had a dude. Johnny had a dude that ended up playing at Ohio State. I believe that dude.
Who, Faulkner?
No, it was. This was a dude. This was you gotta think this is 97 or 98. Yeah. This dude played in the Final Four when Ohio State went to the Final Four. He was on the team. But Johnny always had, man, they were D1 JUCO with, Shawnee was D2, but they were coming up. And, they'd won. Shawnee went to a couple of Final Fours in junior college, and then kind of fell off for a little bit, and then they brought the program back, and now they put some money into it. Now it's growing, but it'll never be John A because we're down there, but that whole area of Carbondale, man, I don't know if you've been there lately. It's dying.
I'm Carbondale.
Yeah, shout out CL.
Yeah,
shout out Don Taco.
They
shout out Chris G.
What about Winston's Bagels?
Yeah, shout out Mr. Winston passed away. R.I.P. Passed away like 3 years ago.
Well, last I heard he got jumped or whatever.
The Bagel Man, he passed away.
The Bagel Man got jumped?
Yeah. That was a while ago. Then he passed.
I mean, check it out, people. But the Bagel people get jumped.
The Bagel Man.
Yeah, I used to. What was your bagel you get from Winston?
I can't even remember.
I got the bottom row.
I can't remember.
The bottom row had that sour apple on it. Oh man, green apple on it. It was good.
Shout out Polar Bear. Shout out Solar Bear. Shout out Pinch Penny. Shout out.
Was it Sidetracks?
Sidetracks. I remember that. Yeah. Shout out Sin. He used to be called Cali now.
So you playing softball now? You do softball?
No. I've been out of school.
Softball, like slow pitch softball.
No. I'm after that. I did that already. I graduated. I ended up going to Missouri Western. After I left.
Missouri Western. Nice.
Yeah, I graduated from there. Bachelor's degree and stuff like that, and then that was in 2012, and then it was 2019. And I did that to like 2014 slow pitch. Yeah, dude.
I
was done. Now it's like I'm after that.
Right. On the other side, in my storage unit, I got $3,000 worth of fucking softball gear. Like, yeah, man. I got heavy into it. Traveling all around. Played a little bit. Man, I played one tournament BASA. Yeah. And I was like, man, I can't fuck with these dudes. The dudes are pissing on the ball everywhere, man. Just rockets. I'm like, man, I can't. I ended up playing out in South Dakota, in high school out in South Dakota after Shawnee. Yeah. Okay. Presentation College, shout out.
Yeah. Okay.
Shout out to them.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Missouri West. That's a D2?
Yeah, D2. Yeah, it was in my AA.
Oh, was it? Oh, they MEAC?
Yes, in my AA. Yeah.
That's So you guys had who else was in that conference?
Northwest, Emporia, UCM.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh State.
Yep. Okay.
Truman, Southwest Baptist. UTM and Emporia were like they were top 10 all year.
Yeah, man.
Best D2 schools in the country.
One of the funniest things I played against
Northwest football, basketball every year.
Right.
Every year.
So when I was at my presentation day, we started because it's so cold up there. They never had baseball, and then they finally started a baseball program. Yeah. And then we were in the UMAC, the Upper Midwest Athletic Conference, and there was a school, Saint something out of not Bonaventure, Saint out of Minnesota. They were out of Duluth, Minnesota. These dudes came in. I swear to God, I'd never seen anything like it. Like these dudes, 25 deep on the roster for baseball, right? Yeah. And I'm sitting there watching the game, and I was just like, what the fuck? Is this a major league team? But they said they averaged 3 dudes every year getting drafted from this any high school in Duluth, Minnesota, man. It was some shit I never seen before. They had a dude that was 6'7", lefty, throwing 92, right? And once he got by the 6th inning, he was throwing 97. Yeah. Yeah, he ended up getting drafted, but it was just like, holy shit, like you never know where these programs are, man.
They're all over the place.
But you think about it, that coach has been there 30 years, so you establish a program, you don't even have to recruit anymore. People are trying to get to you. Yeah. So, man, so you're from North County?
North County, yeah. Shout out to North County.
Yeah, shout out to North County. Shout out to Woodford. Shout out to
We got all the shout outs.
Shout out to
Right. Yeah, so I'm actually from Shawnee. Did you ever play at Shawnee when you were down there?
We played. I think they came to us.
Yeah, they actually my old high school. Yeah, my high school coach, who's almost 70 now, just took over the program. Like he's been retired for 10 years, but he's always been helping out as assistant baseball coach at the high school. And then finally he was like, "I'm gonna do this junior college thing." I'm like, "What are you doing?" 70 years old, man. But he loves it, and he's got a couple people helping him out that he didn't have to go on the road to recruit. They're recruiting for him. He's trying. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to recruit local and do all these local people. And it's like, hey man, if you want to build a program, don't get me wrong. You get a few hidden gems, but you ain't gonna fuck with John A. Logan just getting all Southern Illinois kids, man. Like there's no way.
They don't even get him. He don't even get him. Nah, he left. He went to Illinois, Kentucky, came to Missouri, went up to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, to me, you get the best player out of Southern Illinois. I mean, there's a few schools.
They usually leave. The best player usually leave.
Yeah, if you're the best in Southern Illinois, I mean, Southern Illinois, I don't want to say it's a hotbed, but there's a lot of good. You can play baseball a lot in Southern Illinois. And then now that all these coaching schools popping up, all the hitting clinics and all that shit popping up. Yeah. They got a basketball like clinic, not clinic, but school down there now or something that they send their kids to shoot people to help them shoot.
They got shit like that's what I do. That's my 9 to 5. I train kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to like. The aspect of that has grown so much since we was athletes, man. Like you said, they got facilities and shit now. It's like they will teach you every single thing to do in every sport.
Yeah.
Hit, shoot, pass.
I learned out back in my dirt court on my backyard. You know what I mean?
Flat out. Trash can shooting. You know what I'm saying? Finally got a little hoop and all that. Like everything you shoot in, like.
Yeah.
What it is, it's making these athletes crazy good now, though. Like,
and I think they're more athletic than they've ever been. That's because of working out. That technology,
and even like social media, bro. Like you can kind of like watch anybody do anything. Like you know what I mean? Rewatch it.
They have so many advantages now compared to where we at, but we don't have the thing I didn't have. Yeah, but I mean, 20 years ago, the thing is, I would have if YouTube was then, I probably would have been a better player, but I didn't have as many distractions as those kids have now. There's so many distractions they have. For me, my distraction was going outside and shooting the ball.
That's truly.
Yeah.
I think it's some more like crazier parents now, bro. Like some of these parents is on their ass. Like, are you going to be a basketball? Are you going to be a basketball player? You know what I mean? Some of them like it. Some of them end up not liking the sport at all. You know what I mean? You got to tell them.
And back then, it was crazy how like when I was, I mean, this 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago, it was. These parents be on them. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. But wouldn't do anything to help them. Just expect them to go out and just do it. Like why can't you hit the ball? Well, show me how to hit the fucking ball.
Right.
That's why I was lucky. My dad. We'll just say he's my dad. He's not my biological father, but he didn't know anything about sports.
Right.
So he was just like.
Yeah, so that's kind of what my dude was a boxer. You know what I'm saying? I ended up playing basketball. My big brother played football, so it was like my mom ran track, so it was like 4 different sports.
Right.
But it was just like, shit, if you want to go get it, you know what I mean? Like, don't quit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You can't quit shit. Never quit.
Go hard.
Mm-hmm. What's next for Real is Rare, man?
Man, some new shit coming out. You know what I'm saying? Working on some fall collection coming out. Just everything, man. Like a learning experience. Like I feel like I'm early in my first full year. Like as far as like you know what I mean. Website's almost been a year, I guess, in March. Goddamn me. Just more fashion shows, man. New markets and more marketing stuff. Just making it bigger, man. Just branching out. I'm actually getting ready for my birthday coming up in like 2 weeks. We're going to Vegas, so I've been kind of balance out. Yeah, shout out Vegas. I got like 30 people coming out there. Got like 30.
Where's square? There you go.
Okay. Got like 30 people coming out there, whatnot.
See how it sounds better now. He's got it right in front of me.
I guess like it's been like a balance. You know what I mean? Trying to get that trip together and like you know what I mean.
Right. I feel you.
Again, it's a learning experience, man.
Yeah, so just going to Vegas to kick it, or you going to?
I mean, it's my birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm turning 30 this year, so like you want to go out there and have a good time. But I mean, of course, we're gonna be branded. Like I go with you see 30 people out there with the brand on. Like you know what I mean? We out in St. Louis, so it's a couple different spots, so it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, I was trying to get out of town for my 40th, man, and I was supposed to go to New Orleans, but you know, drop all that, right? We're shout out everybody. And then just life, like just about the bar, expenditures on that, and just like it wasn't the right time, so I'll celebrate next year.
Oh yeah, hey, you guys whatever you can celebrate whenever you want.
Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. Everybody's like, oh, you didn't do anything crazy for your 40th? No, I don't give a fuck, man. I don't feel 40.
Whatever matters to you, you know what I mean? Type shit. Because them same motherfuckers, they ain't got $1 on the bill. Don't worry.
Shout out to 40.
Shout out to 40. Shout out to 30. Shout out to 40.
Where do you see? So this is what I've been paying attention to. I've been noticing a little bit more, just being in a bar, not having to bartend, but just being the owner and watching styles come through. Because that's what I did when I was in the 60s, just watch styles.
Of course.
Do you see it, the 80s into the, not even the 80s, more like late 80s, 90s coming back?
On certain stuff. You know what I mean? Everything like...
I think maybe the color schemes.
The color schemes. A lot of shit like hits a circuit. You know what I mean? Just come back or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So this is what I did, and I don't know if it was the the right thing to do, but I would look up. I'd always like go to Nike's website and then like Google like Nike's color scheme for next year.
Yeah.
And then I tried to see if it would fit or if I liked it. Right. I don't know, man. I think you can drive yourself crazy trying to figure out what other people are doing.
Yeah, truly. You know what I mean? Like if I try to figure out what's the next thing to pop, like. And again, with me on our first year, like the whole schedule of shit, like you know what I mean. It's like almost you have to look at shit 5-6 months in advance. Like you know what I mean. Like I need to be looking at swimming trunks now. Right. You know what I mean. Even though something just ended, like I need to be looking at for next year and shit. But that's something I had to learn. Yeah. You know what I mean. So it's kind of hard to say what the hell they're gonna be wearing next summer. Right. You know what I mean.
Exactly.
Again, it's a learning experience. But yeah, you kind of just gotta go with what you want to go with.
Yeah, I think that. Once again, that's the type of shit that people get paralyzed by. Yeah, oh, well, I can't do this because so-and-so's doing that.
Right.
It's like, fuck, man, just get something and go.
Right,
go. Always forward. That's something I live by is always forward. I can't look at the past, man. I've fucked up so much shit in the past. Like, right. Right.
It made you who you are today.
Yeah.
Real is rare.
Right. Real is rare.
Shout out.
We shout out. So you got the birthday coming up, Vegas, and then
for sure. Some new stuff coming soon. For real, you know what I'm saying? There's some new colors, some new pieces, man. It's even more than clothes. Like we had the pop sockets on the phones going. We got like the stickers and shit.
The what?
Pop sockets for the phone.
Okay.
Pop
you'll have to after I'll have to hook you up. Like so, our stickers. There's some stickers there for you.
Okay, yeah. For sure.
Yeah. The stickers right there underneath your phone. Yeah. That's mostly Marcus's, and then I've got a couple. We got Soulardians ones around, but we got to buyjack.com and see what we use, and might be something you look into. I'll give you the contact on that. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. So what we have with him is basically he's basically like a drop shipper. Okay. So he gives us a link, and then people click on the link, and then they click on that link on our socials, and then they go and then you can buy a shirt. Then he'll print and ship it.
Okay.
It costs a little bit more, but we don't have to hold any stock.
Yeah, I heard about that. Somebody was just kind of telling me about that.
Yeah, it's a good setup. I mean,
did it make sense for you to make it add up? Like,
yeah, I mean, we're paying a little bit more. Yeah, we're paying a little bit more than what we pay if we bought 100.
Right.
But there again, we don't have to buy 100.
Exactly.
Right. So, and that's good. He does koozies. He's got a good system going.
Right.
On the macro, we're gonna use them forever. No, because we can save money by buying in bulk.
Exactly.
But until the market calls for that, there's no reason to spend that money. You know what I mean?
I feel that. Shit gets expensive, man.
Right. And then with the hats are different. They're a different monster.
Oh yeah.
Because we would buy hats. We knew we would sell hats. Hats are gonna sell. And if you're buying hats for, you're paying $5 a hat.
Right.
For the nicer hats, and then
you gotta give them quality.
Yeah, man. And then that's one thing that I will swear to as far as brand goes. Anything I'm gonna put out, it's gonna be something they wear. Like I'm not buying 100% cotton shirts for people to wear because they ain't gonna wear that shit. Because the shit gets. I mean, I don't wear shit. I don't put shit on my body unless it's soft. It's a t-shirt.
You gotta fit right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you gotta
man.
badly with the fabric. You can't have something that's gonna shrink up. Have you out here wearing a medium when you bought an XL? You know what I'm saying? The first time,
right? And I got that long torso problem. So like, and then now that I wear a large, but the torso I gotta buy an extra large.
Right.
And
then
sometimes
I have to buy 3X on some shit. It's gonna shrink up.
Right.
Yeah, and a youth XL right there for real.
Yeah, man. I've been looking at headbands a little bit, but
yeah, I was kind of looking at them for a second too.
But it's like, I just don't know, man.
I don't know. It's like I really don't wear headbands either, so I don't know. Like I even looked at the bags and shit, but I don't know. You know what I mean? But again, like it's not. I gotta kind of take it out of what I wear. You know what I mean? Type shit to kind of look at. Like I don't wear crop hoodies, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. Like I had that. You know what I'm saying? It's something that we sell or whatnot.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then it's like everybody always wants to be like, oh. What are you trying to be Supreme? No, motherfucker, I'm never going to be Supreme. Supreme's on some shit that
always got
I ain't never even heard of.
Again, that's just somebody I was going to try to find something.
Yeah, but Supreme is a fucking anomaly. Can you guys explain Supreme to me? Because I don't understand how in the fuck.
I can't. I ain't that hip. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm not that hip, but I know they doing their thug thizzle. They out here winning. Like
winning.
I need to give me some shit.
Like I'm trying to like. Yeah, I looked at buying some shit and I was just like, what?
Yeah, it's taxing, huh?
It's almost to a point where they did it right because when you're selling out of shit, when you're selling shit, you can't keep it on the fucking shelf. 10x that motherfucker, man. Charge 10 times more.
Yeah, right.
And people are like, oh, you want instead of $10, you want $100 for this fucking t-shirt?
Yeah, and they feel like
all right, cool.
Hell yeah. Motherfucker deep pockets gonna reach into deep pockets.
Right. And even if they don't have deep pockets, like they still like they're spending, $30,000 millionaires, man.
Right. A few people tell me some shit like that though. A few people tell me I should go up on some prices and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like within certain scenes and shit, the same like it's a high commodity, like some hats and shit like.
That's on you. How you want to play it?
I'd rather, man. Again,
I never want to be the cheapest, but I never want to be the most expensive.
I don't want to be the cheapest. You know what I'm saying? Like again, it's like I can sit here all day and be like, I don't care about selling clothes. I don't, but at the same time, like I love the fact people want a brand. So you know what I'm saying? Like I want to make it affordable for everybody. You know what I mean? Like,
but at the end of the day, though, like it's that's the impasse that people have to get into. It's like, do you make your shit cheap so everybody can afford it, or do you make it exclusive? And that's the conundrum. Is it what do you do in that situation? And it's literally whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, flat out.
Right.
Yeah, it's like I'd rather people just get the message, like whatever the price it is. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure it makes sense to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't buy it because if you want to buy it because you know what I'm saying, you think it's the hot shit to wear, and it is. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But I like the people that get it for the message. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I really feel that. You know what I mean? Again, this ain't always the good side of shit. You know what I mean? Real is rare, like you said, it could be somebody coming through on some shit, but it could be like real life shit people don't like to talk about. You know what I mean? It's just certain subjects and people like.
And I think a lot of people relate to it. And what's funny is like you get the people that are the fakest motherfuckers ever. It's like real is rare,
right?
Like, motherfuckers like you are not you. Like, this brand was created because of people like you that don't follow through on shit,
right?
But still they spend money on t-shirts.
Hey,
all right, cool, man. If you want to play that in your head that you're real, go ahead, man.
Right.
I'll tell you what, man, and I know you probably get it all the time, but I have nobody I can talk to about it, so you're gonna be the person I talk to about it. The STL. The one they got the STL with the circle around.
Are you talking about Arch Pearl?
Arch Pearl. Those guys, I watched them blow up on the.
And I guess I caught in late. Man, shout out to Arch Pearl, man.
Yeah, dude, those guys are doing their fucking thing.
I guess I ain't never really met Aaron, dude, the owner or whatnot.
I haven't either.
Shout out to him, like I respect the again, I'm a big St. Louis cat, man, and I looked at that brand a lot, like not even a lot, like I still need to go to the new store, but I just like what they do.
They want brick and mortar.
Yeah, like I gotta. I just want to go support. You know,
I know, I get it. But my thing is like, whoever was telling me to open a brick, to me, in my opinion, matters shit. My opinion does not matter.
Right.
To me, when you're killing the game and just doing online shit, like you're doing shit online and you're killing it, why open a brick and mortar? You gotta be responsible for a lease.
Right. Maybe
and on him, whatever, like maybe he has reasons, whatever. But to me, I'm like, I'm not gonna do it.
I feel that. Yeah, everybody always say like, go to the store. You know what I'm saying? Again,
it's because they don't know no better. You know,
that shit makes sense. You know what I mean? Like a store online, but no, I mean, shout out to them, man. Like I think they always gonna have something to sell because it's St. Louis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's still.
I mean, in a sense, they're was it SK Apparel, right? Or Arch Apparel.
Yeah, Arch Apparel. Yeah.
Do you? And I'm in no way am I talking shit, but like they will be big locally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully they have a national brand. They can use that momentum and
like the national part of them is like somebody that's out of St. Louis is just a St. Louis diehard fan.
Exactly.
You know what
I mean, you look at St. Louis Bread Co.
Right.
They had a rebrand as Panera.
Panera, right.
And then they took it national.
Yeah.
I mean, that's smart. Hopefully he's on that same stuff.
Right.
Maybe he'll be sitting in the seat someday. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'd love to talk to the dude because he's done a lot.
I think he's doing it right.
You
know
what I mean? Was he the one that had to change the Bush label to Blues? Was that him? Remember they got the Bush?
I think I seen somebody do that. Was it was it the Budweiser?
No, it was Bush. The Bush label.
Okay.
But Bush. Yeah. They changed it to Blues, and I think that's. I'm pretty sure that was him.
Right.
But they're doing it, and
they're doing
I'm
it.
happy for them. Man. I saw their growth on Instagram, man. They're growing.
I mean, once I started getting into the clothes, that's when I kind of, you know what I mean. But I've always seen like the STL with the circle around it and whatnot. Yeah. I mean, just like you see a couple other brands, you know what I mean.
Right.
Again, I'm in St. Louis streets a lot, so I've seen, the local brands there. Shout out to him, man. I see he doing a good thing. I love to sit down and talk to him.
Yeah.
Man, if you get those opponents, like, just rapping with somebody, you know what I'm saying? I might be able to help him out with some shit. As far as
and mostly, with him, he's done it bigger than I have. I just sit there and listen,
I just want to chop it up with him.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
maybe we can set that up.
On some business shit, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody know Aaron, man. Tell him T-Swift want to talk to him.
I made messages. I don't know. Once we relaunched, then I may hit him up to talk about it. But and what I ran into is with Soulardian. Well, I'm not a Soulardian. It doesn't matter. Soulardian is a lifestyle, like you said. And it's like it has nothing to do with Soulard.
Exactly.
Like Soulardian in French means a drunkard.
Okay.
So Soulard is French for drunk. Soulardian is French for drunkard.
Okay.
So whatever it is, what it is, but it's still like a party lifestyle. Like you just kick it.
You gotta love Soulard, man.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe I just was up telling up the street, man. Like, you ain't been to that's crazy.
Where were you guys at? You used to live right up the street. Yeah. That was so you were down the hill there.
Yeah, right there behind us.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Frizzy still over here?
What's that?
Frizzy still over here?
No.
Oh, you don't?
He was over on the other side of us. Yeah. What would you want to tell anybody coming up? I mean, not that you made it yet, but you're still working towards it. Anybody that's want to start a brand, what would you tell them? What was the mistakes you made that you'd like to tell somebody not to do the same shit?
I mean, if I had something to tell somebody, man, it's just really just go with it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that sounds like a broken record. You know what I'm saying? All these people, just follow your dream. Shit get hard sometimes. You know what I mean? Like shit gets to adding up. Shit costs money. Everything costs money. But it's really just stay focused and just grind and really kind of get there. Like put yourself in the right situations, like around the right people that seeing your vision. Because of course, like you say, you always gonna look to them haters. Like, oh, you should do this. You should do this. But don't have 50 cents on nothing that costs nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But,
do you? I think one of the biggest things I'd want to get out to people is just
don't give out too much free shit. That's the biggest thing.
And then be resourceful.
Be resourceful, for real. You know what I mean? Don't go out always asking for help if you ain't got nothing to kick back on the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have not made it in your brand or whatever market it is, but you should have something else to kick back. Maybe on another aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like, as be homies with a person. Like, you can't be out here just asking for hand up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I like the being face to face part of this shit. You know, anything I ask somebody to do, like, I hope I can.
Right, and it's just like anything else. Let's just go back. Like, we talk about Tribe 314. That's something we do as well. That's a sticker underneath your phone right there. It's Tribe 314.
Tribe 314.
Right. So for us, you want to be, if you go back to when we were in tribes, everybody was in tribes.
Yeah.
If you couldn't provide for the tribe, if you didn't give anything back, you got kicked out the fucking tribe. And then back then, if you got kicked out of the tribe and you're on your own, you're dead.
Yeah. Shout out to Max, man. I don't know if I shout out to Max. But no, I feel that. No, for real though. If you was not resourceful, if you wasn't like putting in your work,
even if your part of the tribe was just making sure that everybody's shit, like you cleaned the people's clothes, whatever.
Every part counts. Like all this shit gotta add up. You know what I mean? Like somebody gotta just do your part if you want to be down with the group, I should say.
Right.
Just pull your.
Don't tell somebody what they need to do without providing some kind of. Anytime I have a meeting with somebody that where I'm trying to be, I always want to provide something.
Right.
Anytime, that's something else. Anytime you're trying to get a sit down with anybody, make sure you have something to provide them.
Right.
Because if you don't, you'll never get another meeting with them.
Bro. No. Never.
So, do you think that? I wonder what we'd have to do to get like a local like people with all the different brands. I wonder what we'd have to do to get like
a what?
Even like I don't want to say like a council, but just like all of us in the same room, kind of talking, and sharing ideas.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of local brands. It depends on. I mean, I would definitely be down for it. For sure. Definitely be down. Like even like some type of event. Even if we did something like positive, bro. Like I'm really on some positive shit. Like especially holiday season, bro. It's getting cold outside. I know y'all like her bundled up.
Yeah,
like I want some positive shit. Like we should. Even any brand, bro. Like any like local brand, like not even clothing. Like that we can get together and do some dope shit. Like bro, like. Pass out some goddamn turkeys or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Shit, as cliche it is, like let's go do some shit. You know what I mean? Like
that's where I'm at. You know, I just had a meeting today with it was on Zoom or shout out Zoom.
Shout out to them, man.
So guy from Europe that he has a YouTube channel that I've been following for a while, and him and I talk quite a bit. He's been on my podcast before. Shout out. The Evolution of Dave, but him and I just started. We're doing a co-branding campaign starting in January, and you know, he's the one that came to me with it. It's like, whoa, bro! Like I'm just putting out podcasts, you know. Like I've been following you, and we kind of and then he's we talked today, man. We talked for an hour on there, man. Like setting up shit, and I'm like, man, I'm doing this with this dude that lives in Bath. Germany, I think it's Germany, whatever, across the pond. Anyway, like this dude's reaching out, like, why aren't we doing that locally? Why aren't we all working together to do some shit?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and you know, even in Soulard, I'm like, you know, the older generation of people that own bars right now, it's like, all right, well, your guys' time is coming.
Right.
I mean, you're booking by the two busiest bars. You got the one up here and then the one at the end. I don't want to get them. But now, like, it's coming in. Yeah, you know, these older bar owners gonna be out, and what I'm trying to do is get in here and be the one to be the catalyst to like, hey, let's all work together and bring more people to the area. Stop being like, oh, this person pissed me off because they did the same special I did, blah blah blah. Like, fuck off, dude. Like, we're all working together to bring the shit together. You know, to me, they have the big show in Vegas where all the brands come in, whatever. Why can't we do that shit here? Like, have a local.
What are you talking about? Like
they have a.
what is it?
It's
not the complex con or the
something like that. I mean, was it King of the Castle or whatever? Is but that's the type of shit that's where I think that there is a market. You know, if we could do something, we don't have to do it big at first, but just build into something where it's like, if you have a brand and you're in the Midwest, let's meet in the heart of the Midwest, which is St. Louis, right? And then we'll have, you know, all the people that do buying for different companies, whether it be boutiques or whatever.
Right.
You come see what we have to offer. Let's talk. You know, if you want to, whatever. We're just all there working together to bring the brands that are available in St. Louis.
Right. I wish. No, we should definitely.
I mean, I don't think it's a wish. I think it's just somebody getting in front of it.
Let's do a crack. Let's get a crack.
I mean,
I'm
down.
Yeah.
I mean,
grown man.
I had more fun in my 30s than I did in my 20s.
Hey, that's what they tell me. So that's what I'm coming for.
Well, what happens is in the 20s you think you're having fun, and in the 30s you have money to have fun. So it changes shit.
Yeah, you're a kid at 20.
So let's man, we could definitely we could rap about it sometime, and you know, I know a couple people with brands, but like, you know, the biggest thing is just like getting some people in the room and believing in it and talking, just having conversations.
Yeah, start where we at. You know what I'm saying? You started so low. I live off shit downtown now, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean that should. I mean, even if it's
build from there. Shout out Ash from Eclectic Taste. You know what I'm saying? So we talking about Soulard and shit. That's
shit, yeah. Actually,
she good people.
How many? Do you run into the thing where people are wanting to do the what is it? Where consignment?
Shout out all the people I said. But yeah, of course. Yeah, I heard that. You know what I'm saying? Of course. I haven't done it yet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like it's nothing against nobody. You know what I mean? Right. But at the same time, in the learning phase, at the same time, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool.
I mean, I don't mind it. It's just like.
Yeah, I mean, it might be something I'm looking to in the future, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Right now, or whenever somebody might have asked me, it just wasn't the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still new for me.
Here's my opinion on it. I appreciate what they're trying to do. They're trying to get us out there.
Yeah.
But what is consignment going to do for me when I can get it in front of more eyes with being a hustler on my fucking social media?
Yeah. I just might think, you know what I'm saying? I just might think me having it, whatever level I'm at, or whatever. Yeah, like you said, you know what I mean? Like maybe I don't think that location or that spot is good for me at the time. You know,
and then you know,
it's as simple as that.
Yeah, and you know, I've got a somebody that was on consignment down at the Soulardians Market, which is cool.
Right.
But what I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I'm gonna sell some shirts, but I gotta trust you to, you know, hold my shit, and you're not gonna represent the brand the way I want it to, you know, because at the end of the day, it's about the brand. So
gotta be about the brand.
And nobody's gonna understand.
You can't let other shit play into that.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Like that's when it really starts getting weird though. Like with any brand, any thing you're trying to do, like again, you got your friends and you got your affiliates. You know what I mean? But then you got everybody trying to play a certain new role.
And
that shit
where I get scared is like when you try to, like, let's just say somebody buys a bunch of your stuff and then trying to talk about your brand, and it's like, do you get the point? Do you get the point?
Really. Now that was something that I had to get over really from the jump. Like I said, when there was a couple of homies, like it was really like the homies and shit that kind of made me like push and like really like, I mean, fuck our hats, like let's get it out there, like, you know what I'm saying, like my homeboy Shane, like Blake and Neff, they been like Mike, they was really Dan J, like they was really kind of about it, like nah, like put it out there, like, you know what I mean, like then I had my old boy Marco that he kind of known me the longest since I was a kid, kind of like, bro, like you gonna do it, let's do it, like don't half-ass it, you know what I mean, like if you gonna be about it, let's be about it. So they was kind of in my ear about it, you know what I mean, that kind of I don't know, just gave me that push I need, man. Like, you know what I mean? I can't even take 100% credit for everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just
you gotta
needed to be on my line. For sure.
And that's what you know. Once you get in it and you start it, you need a kick. And then once you have that kick, it's like, hang on my coattails. It's gonna be a fun ride, you know?
Yeah, nah, for real.
The only thing is you never want some, like we talked about earlier. You never want some homie that's like, oh, you remember when I was the one that got you started? Like,
bro. Man,
it's like, oh my god, dude. It's like, all right, bro. That's like, you know, I
there's motherfuckers that don't even have a hat or a shirt. It's like, you know,
and it's funny. Like, I had a buddy of mine that, you know, I was like, dude, like this intermittent fasting thing I've been on, you know, lost whatever, however many pounds or whatever. And he's like, yeah, man, you remember? Are you glad I told you about it? I'm like, motherfucker. Like, what? Do you need some validation, bro? Is that what you need? Some validation? Do you want to be a part of it? Like, is that what you need? Some validation?
Shout out to him too.
Yeah, right.
Shout out to him.
And you know, it's just funny. And I call it, I wouldn't say we're disruptors, but we're people that are different. It's different. Like I think it's a sports mentality.
Rare.
It's a sports mentality where like,
definitely, it might be the athletic side. Definitely
where it's like, man, I'm gonna do it. You know, because I don't play ball anymore. Yeah. I've been thinking about getting back. Now I can play in a 40 and over league. I might get back into.
You might get some buckets. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. So
shit.
I can get 30.
Man, I always want to play it. There's sometimes it's like, man, if I could take a year and just work on my game and my athletic ability and just like get back into it and then playing at the TBT.
Yeah, for the money. Oh, they making big bread out there.
But then you see the team that wins. I'm like, the first year though. Did you see it the first year?
I probably won the first couple of years. I don't know how long.
So the first year it was like all on your social media. These motherfuckers played it right. You had to get a certain amount of people following your team in order to get in the tournament. They had an all women's team that just played like a recreational league.
Because they had the followers and shit.
They had the followers.
Oh, that's dope. That's why they got big.
Yeah, but then now it's like you got these dudes. These dudes are winning that shit now. It's
like, oh yeah, they should be in the league. Yeah.
I mean, they probably didn't have to work ethic. They're athletic as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Or they're probably a lot of them play overseas. A lot of them play overseas.
Yeah, it's definitely some cats. Yeah, it's definitely some cats. You know what I mean?
That's like I like. I kind of enjoy it. You like the Big Three?
I ain't really.
It's cool. I mean, it's having some success.
It was kind of some bullshit when I first seen it. I'm like, I don't know.
Dude,
if I watch some cold-blooded basketball, I just want to see some college basketball. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some March Madness type shit. But like I said, I work in the gym, so it's like I'm getting tired of basketball, like watching it.
What gym you at?
Shout out to that man, coach. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been coaching for 10 years. I coach and train. So.
What, you got an AAU team?
I got an AAU team. I got a recreational team, man. Like that's like our own academy. You know what I mean?
Oh no
So I've been
shit.
doing that for
What do
a
you
while.
what do you work at?
We out of most of my practices out of in West County. I'm gonna say West County. Can't be giving motherfuckers the gym.
Right. No, I feel you. I feel you.
I'm out of
Yeah.
West County. I'm out of West
Shout
County.
out West
You know what I'm
County,
saying? Shout out West County, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm on 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? T-Spit love the kid, man. It's like I've been doing this shit for a while. Like I started out the blue on some humbug shit. Like there was a situation that kind of just started me to coaching, but of course I hoop. So you know what I mean? That kind of just built it from that. And that was the first, you know what I'm saying, business I own. Like I'm saying, I own a little academy called Machine Elite Basketball Academy. I was a co-owner of that with my boy Dave Johnson and Erica Smith. I also went to high school with. That was a learning experience. You know what I'm saying, as far as a business aspect. I went to school for business marketing. You know what I'm saying. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, everything just kind of touch base on everything. You know what I mean.
I'm still trying to figure out like I got a daughter. She's 8 now, and she's right. And all she wants to do is play basketball and video games. But
she hoop. Okay.
Oh yeah. She's on, and she's so tall. She's second grade, and like just head like I'm 6'5", and then my daughter's mom is her grandpa is 6'8" or 6'7". So like she's tall.
Okay.
But all she wants to do is play basketball and play video games.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think the money might be in video games over basketball. No shit.
They paying them now. They paying the shit out of them.
They're starting leagues and shit. Like Blizzard's starting leagues where they're like giving like insurance to these people playing in this league and shit. Like it's I think
that's crazy as hell. I'm about to get back on. Like for real.
It's
like for real. They bring the N64 back out.
I didn't start I didn't start playing video games until I was 35.
For real?
Yeah, man.
You just started playing video games by yourself? You're a badass.
I'll tell you this. I did it to save myself.
I was playing my 10 in 94.
Don't get me wrong. I had a Nintendo. Back in the day, and then I had a Super Nintendo. Yeah. But I would never I just
like gaming.
Yeah,
I played a couple sports games.
Yeah.
2K,
Right. Right. I never played football. Yeah, FIFA's dope. Right. The funny thing about getting into this in with the studio now is that they have a video gaming company that works out of called the UGC, the Ultimate Gaming Championship. They host big Apex tournaments and then Halo tournaments. Like I'm talking,
Halo still around?
Yeah, man. People still playing that shit. They do tournaments at esports arenas like in Vegas, the esports arena. They do Lake Tahoe.
That's a second reference. Like we got to check some shit out.
Right. But the shit they're legit. Yeah. And then the shit they're talking about is like want me to do like a Twitch channel. I'm like, I'm terrible at video games. They're like, yeah, but you have a personality. Like people want to like watch your shit. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. But if there's money to be made, I'll fuck with it.
I mean, for real, damn right. There's some money in there.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to thank you guys for coming out. It's been we're right at an hour, and we all busy people. We got shit to do. It is Halloween.
Oh, it is Halloween. Yeah, I got a trick or treat.
Hey, shout out to Halloween. Shout out trick or treating. Shout out hashtag real is rare. So one thing. Right. So make sure you guys let's do this. Whoa, Neff. Come on, bro. All right, so Neff, why don't you give a shout out to your socials where people can find you?
Everybody, you can catch me on IG at FinesseKid _21. You can find me on Snapchat at Ghost or JALC 21. And I'm Neff Jones. I'm your boy.
Sir?
Man, I'm T-Spit on everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Snapchat, goddamn me, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, T-Spit. That's TSPIT. No funny shit about it. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you follow. I definitely follow back.
On the tip though, hey, make sure you get on that TikTok.
The who?
TikTok.
What's TikTok? Oh, that's a new shit. Let me find out you got some new shit.
Yeah, dude. Hey, I'm telling you right now,
TikTok.
They are. Shout out TikTok. I'm telling you this right now. They are literally. It used to be called Musical.ly.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Now it's TikTok.
I have seen the TikTok trip. TICT. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
That's about to be the fucking.
That's the shit.
Dude. I'm telling you, they are on the verge of being. No, they ain't that.
Okay.
Do you remember Vine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like that. Yeah. But
They're-
so, like,
they're
Twitter like the same shit though, right?
They're the reinvented Vine. They're the better Vine.
So Vine got, you know what I'm saying? Vine to get up out of there too.
No. Vine got bought by Twitter,
Right.
and then Twitter had somebody tell them to fucking kill the shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they fucked it up. Right, but now TikTok is about to be the I don't want to say next Snapchat, because Snapchat I don't think it's going anywhere. Just
they're going strong.
But the thing is, Snapchat can't make money. There's no money to be made on Snapchat.
Yeah.
TikTok, there's money to be made.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, check out that TikTok, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Check it out. Yeah, I'm just fucking with it now. I'm starting to. So what we're doing is we're gonna cut up video from like all of our shows and put it on TikTok in order to and most shit's like a minute long or whatever. So
that's dope.
Anyway, T-Spit, thank you for coming out, sir.
I appreciate the invite.
Neff,
this is dope.
Neff Jones, appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
No, definitely. I appreciate you having me.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the Soulardians.
Yeah, not for sure.
And once again, you can catch me at Cecil W. Adams on all platforms. And you can catch the Soulardians on all platforms. You can catch Marcus Boston 314 on all platforms. Thank you guys again for listening. Love yourself. Love everybody.
Please love yourself, love everybody, man. Shout out.
Peace.
Peace.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
This podcast was a presentation of lightupmedia.fm.